Hey, it's Nick with Sell My San Antonio House. If you've recently inherited a property, you might be wondering, should I sell with an agent or should I sell to an investor? Well, I've bought a lot of inherited properties and I've also helped steer people in a different direction if it was better for them, that being going with a traditional sale with a real estate agent. Both sides have pros and cons, and you really need to look at what's best for you and your situation and not let anybody else steer you in a different direction because it's your inherited property. It impacts you a certain way, and your needs are going to be different than somebody else. But you want to know what options you have, and then you can make the best choice for you. First, let's talk about selling with a real estate agent. That's not what we do, but we do have a lot of experience in this space. We work with a lot of great real estate agents. So if you're thinking about selling with a real estate agent, what are some good things that can come from that? They're probably going to put that property on the MLS. It's a lot of market exposure. It goes out to a lot of traditional home buyers, different families that may want to live there. A lot of exposure will come from that. Okay, that could be a positive. You can potentially get a higher price depending on your property and the condition of your property. Sometimes going on the MLS with an agent, it's going to get you a higher price even after the fees are calculated. So sometimes when people inherit a property, it's newer, it's in great shape, it doesn't need any repairs, doesn't need any updating, and they're not in a hurry, that can be a great choice. Now, some of the negatives that come along with that. You are going to be a little more involved there. Somebody's going to have to open it up. There are going to be showings. If you do get an offer, a lot of those offers do fall through on traditional sales. That's just the environment that we're in. They are going to require things like appraisals, inspections. So depending on the condition of the house, that may not be the best route to go. And real estate agents get paid for marketing and selling your house. There'll be a commission for them, and if there's a buyer's agent on the other side, there's going to be a commission. There's going to be some closing costs in there, and more than likely, the buyer is going to ask for some kind of repairs or something in their inspection period that you want to factor those costs in as well. You can't really say it's going to be exactly this amount, but you know that there's probably going to be something in there. And then the other part is there is no guarantee with that. They can't guarantee that you're going to be able to sell that property. They're just telling you that they're going to list the property and hopefully somebody find it, feels like it's a good fit, and they'll come purchase it from you. So there are some drawbacks to going that route. Now, selling to an investor such as myself, it's a completely different process. So what are the advantages? We'll buy it as is, where is, any and all faults. If you know about it, there's things on inherited property. If you are living there, you don't know about all the things that there. We take it as is, where is, with any repairs that need to be done. It's faster. It's guaranteed. We pick the closing date. As long as you can legally sell us this property and we've cleared the title process, we are going to buy it at that time for the price that we told you we're going to buy it for. That's how we've always done it. It's how we always will do it. Inherited properties isn't always something you want to go put money into. Sometimes it can add a lot of stress, and there's a lot of emotions that come along with that. And sometimes when it's time to sell it, it is better for the people to get it sold, know it's guaranteed, so that they can have it sold and they can move on with their life. Those are some positives. Now, drawbacks, yeah. You're probably not going to get the absolute top dollar price you could get for a perfectly shiny, beautiful property listed on the market. That's not most likely going to be the case with an investor. You're going to have some balance in there. Just decide what's right for you. You by no means need to give it away or sell it for 2 cents on the dollar. That's not how reputable investors work, and I don't care what you've heard. Okay, but you have to be realistic about what an investor could pay for it and what the cash price is versus going the other direction. Now, many times if you have a property that needs a lot of repairs, and by the time you factor in, well, if I could get a little more on the market, but I pay these fees, plus I have to do these repairs, plus I have these holding costs and this amount of time, you're really ending up really close to that guaranteed cash offer that you could just take in the first place. But it's absolutely up to you. But it's always better to know which choices you have and think about what decision is a better fit for you. So keep it in mind. If you inherited a property, should I sell with an agent or should I sell to an investor? What are your needs? What's your property? It is very property specific and people specific. Just because someone else did something different doesn't mean you need to do that on either side. So think about pros, cons for both sides. If we can do anything to help you, if we can answer any questions for you, please give us a shout, 210-201-6644, or you can reach us through the website, sellmysanantoniohouse.com.